Let us continue playing Star Ocean 2. When we last left off, I was doing some training here because it's a useful place to train if you can get the battles won. So, back to the plot. Actually, before we go back to the plot, I will just quickly explain what I've done skill-wise with various people. They now all have determination up to level 10. I'll be doing this with every new character we get because, yeah, it works out mathematically. Celine, I haven't been able to do any more skills on. Her last skill point basically took her up to determination 10, so we'll be starting on working on her a bit later. Claude, I focused mostly on the damaging skills, so technology, knife, and aesthetic design. So basically give him a strength boost. Eventually we'll get skill stats, or combat skills down here, and we'll be able to work a bit more on those. His three talents, which are what we actually need to consider for this, are nimble fingers, composition, and rhythm sense. So writing, music, and originality actually. So modify objects based on that. So I believe there's a few things we can use that with. Customization, really. Unfortunately, we don't seem to have a great spread in skills because unfortunately, Reina has originality, composition, and listening, which is picking things up from music, and Celine has listening, nimble fingers, and animal instinct. And animal instinct isn't actually too bad from what I remember, because there are certain skills that require you to what is it? There's one in particular which calls basically in-dungeon shops to you, which is sometimes useful. Anyway, we have some battles to get going with, so...
Just some random minions. We can do this.
Yeah, I'm not going to waste skills on there, although they certainly will. Thankfully, I managed to kill before the laser units kid off.
That was easier than I thought.
So, where we're going now is where we're actually supposed to be going, and we're going to be doing some thievery there. There's the whole reason why we've done all the actions up to this point is so that we can get one of the single most game-breaking items there is. I might not use it, but I will at least show how to get it and what it does.
Just some random minions. We can handle this.
Jump into battle and start attacking. Yeah, they at least know. The good thing about the AI here, they at least know these enemies are worthless, so they are using low-level abilities on them. But they really shouldn't have to. They're worthless. A few extra fall, but we actually picked up quite a lot of money by this point, so we don't need to worry about that. And we always have the option of using our skills to get more money if we absolutely need it. We shouldn't do by this point. Yeah, that's what we are doing. No, I haven't got the Thieves' Gloves yet. That's what I haven't done. See, I'm remembering, I think. Let's find out. Sorry, it's been a while since I did this, so... Almost certainly not if I don't have it equipped. No. So I need to go over to... there, grab the thieving gauntlets.
These guys again.
Don't underestimate them.
Oh, I will underestimate them. They are worthless.
Laser beam!
Double laser beam says death.
They were just way too weak.
Yeah, the whole point of this sort of thing is to actually try and recover their stats somewhat. Yeah, well. What I did with Reina's skills, which I didn't quite show off, because she's going to be a mage and she's going to be using a lot more mana points up, I've actually given her a high level in herbology, so blueberries and blackberries are 3% more effective, and the other one is recipe and keen eye. Now, keen eye raises the effects of cooked dishes, and recipe increases the effects of the favourite dish. Not that we know what that is yet. We might experiment and see if we can find out, because it's sometimes useful to know, especially if it's something cheap enough to make. But we need somebody with a good cooking skill before that happens, and while Reina does have a good cooking skill, she doesn't have a talent for it. And I tend to wait for somebody who does.
Crush!
Stop wasting all your mana! Well, I said I don't actually have a reason for it. For some time, I don't think, but you know.
That's one for us.
Wasting your mana. Alright, let's get into town. Don't need to do a private action here, we just need to get in. Yes, we are supposed to be going to Kurik. You're absolutely right. We'll do that at some stage. Maybe, who knows. Now I'm trying to remember where we actually buy it. one of these stores has it. That's the inn. It might be this one. No, there's Eleanor's home. Have I actually raided Eleanor's home? I can't remember. No. Ring of Sadness. Mine. It feels mean, but yes. It's an RPG. We go into people's houses and steal their stuff. That's a restaurant. You won't have it. Somebody has it, though. There we go. The Thieves' Glove. We need one of these. And now to test it. Let's go and equip Claude with... The Ring of Sadness lowers attack in exchange for defense, has no other effects on it, so it's useful enough for our mages, really. So we'll go there, we'll equip you with the... Just doing this. Yeah, we'll go Ring of Sadness, and I think we will go for... I think we might just give you a Sacrificial Doll here. Yeah, we'll go with that. Serena has an extra life, effectively, or at least she has an extra hit. Which is always useful for the healer to have. So, let's go snappling! Yay! We snappled an item which restores 2% of the hit points. Of course, our level determines this. We are level 6. But apparently... Oh, there is one amusing thing I will do in a moment. What a bloody driver, which I believe is a weapon. No, it's a cocktail. Okay. Well, that's more drinks for us. There we go. Some people do get annoyed at you if you do it. I think they can actually be beaten at higher levels, but I think he actually, regardless, always manages to pull that one off. Anyway, to Kurik. And to plot and to much, much stealing. Stealing of one vitally important item at the very least.
Oh, it's these guys again.
We can handle this.
We really can.
Laser
I wish the laser beams did slightly more damage. There we go. So I wouldn't have to go up and
Well,
actually
I'd say that's
try
a
and
3
attack
out of
them.
10.
But still. It's happened. We'll live. So 8 minutes in and I've done virtually nothing that I couldn't have done off screen. Awesome.
Oh, it's these guys again.
The enemies, I
Don't
think, are now
underestimate
equivalent to the cross cave, so they're at least somewhat. Yeah, they're actually weak as anything as well, but you know. At least now we should be getting some decent
That was
experience.
easy win.
Now, up on the left, you'll notice a red dot. That is a rather interesting dungeon, but I think we have to go and get characters we're not going to go and get in order to really explore it fully. We can still go in there,
Just
I believe,
some random minions. Don't underestimate them.
it's not our goal.
Ha! Laser beams!
And we're done.
They were
That's one
just
for
way
us.
too weak.
Dibba-do, dibba-dibba-do. More random encounters. If these are actually worth
it's
it,
these
they'd be worth
guys
it, but they're
again.
Don't
really not.
underestimate them.
I need to find a way of skipping them, or actually, you can turn the encounters off. There are ways of doing that. Skills, but mostly what I end up doing
Well, I'd
is
say that's
using sort of
worth
a
10 out of
training
10.
restraints, which we'll get to in a moment. I don't think I can actually develop that skill yet. There's training restraints. We need effort. And I don't believe we have effort yet. No, we don't. But when we pick that up, we'll be able to make the encounters more difficult in order to basically shackle ourselves in order to get more experience from battle. And we will be using that. especially when we move on to the second continent initially, for reasons that will be obvious when I get there. Well, actually, less
Just
obvious.
some random minions.
Don't underestimate them.
Laser
You can cast out a little quicker, but I haven't just dashed you all the way across.
Way too weak.
Oh, I don't know. Okay. Private action. So this is Kurik. And let's snaffle things. The other 800 fall for that. The other thing that being in a town allows you to do is to snaffle things from your companions. Dish of the day. Couldn't steal from the antique shop. No, I wasn't planning to. I wanted to steal it all. 5 and 7 is fine. We can buy gold here. A harmonica we might actually pick up. Now, these are the items you use to basically create things. So I'm going to pick up a harmonica. There are odd reasons for doing it, but, you know, they're all sort of miscellaneous advantage. You'll also notice that this is where I pick up most of my blueberries, blackberries, and various other random assorted things. Roast them eyes, another drink. And pickpocket failed from the guy who was in the, the drunken in the restroom. But that's fine. Weapons. Failed. I will probably be leveling that up, but it's not a massive priority if I'm honest. I think most of this we picked up better equipment from the next town we're supposed to go to, so we won't find anything too useful there. Just leaves the one shop, the couple of shops up here I didn't go for. The inn. Darn it! We're a rubbish thief. You, give me your stuff. Thank you. Claude, heroic thief. Oh, we got a lyre. So we didn't actually need that instrument. We now got 2. The reason we need multiple instruments is for the little orchestra ability we can try and use later. But in the meantime, down we go. And we got some cola. Why did we get cola on this planet? Is Coke everywhere? Is it a universal truth of the universe that we will find Coke absolutely everywhere? If it is, awesome. Thank you. I just picked up your tip. That's all I did there. I didn't actually pickpocket you. Oh, dear God, you just get better tips, you people. You're not getting paid enough. Just friendly advice from a friendly neighborhood thief. Right, we got a hot cake. You won't be selling that one. Oh, fortune teller. You'll surely become stronger over time. Just remember to do your best at all times. That's rather helpful, fortune. Rather helpful, that one. Okay. Oh, we got a ruby. A silver cross. We got nothing from you. Right, here's the important bit, though.
Residents of Kurik, you must leave this town at once. A great storm of destruction is on its way towards Kurik at this very moment.
What's going on here? This woman was just shouting some nonsense.
Turn my microphone on, that might be useful.
She's claiming that Kurik is about to be completely destroyed, and that the only way to survive is to get away from the town right now.
Well, that's silly. How could that possibly happen?
Dun dun dun.
There is still time to act. Please, you must begin evacuating at once. There is not much time left, I beg you. Please, you must believe me.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Poor girl. Something must have gone loose in her head.
Ah dear, nobody ever listens to a legion of mad fellows. So, let's go and just steal some last few bits. So we get a silver armlet from you, actually, which is reasonable. Was that Ring of the Accursed? Or Accused? I didn't read that properly. Oh, we failed to get anything from Celine this time. Oh, and Raina. I thought level 6 we'd be able to do this, but oh well. They're not the important ones. Experience card. So, an experience card allows us to gain twice as much experience from a battle if we use it during that. It is Ring of the Accursed. Defense increase, but basically weakened to 4 elements. Yeah, magic raise spell damage. That's useful. Definitely have to have that. But the main reason is this one. The Sprite Bracelet. Now, what this little thing does... It doubles earth damage. But it brings fortune to the wearer. It is fundamentally the way to break this game if you're going to. Let's walk around, shall we? And just see what happens. Oh! I've been given a rose hip. And I've stolen another drink from you. Huzzah. Let's just walk down here, steal from you, treasure card, doubles the amount of gold from battle. Sunset Islands. Ah, I hope somebody likes their drinks. We're going to be testing those out a bit. And we received 5 full. Now, it may not seem like very much, but that's because we're getting the lower end items right now, the first 2. Yeah, we want to get beaten up. Alright, let's also steal from the kids. Yay, apple crepes! 50 full! We're rich! But the items you can get scale up quite well. Green Barrel. Now, Green Barrel is... Oh, and a Deadly Poison Bomb. Yeah, well, if you have this on for most of the game, you will end up having to sell a lot of items very rapidly. But as you can see, we're sort of gaining lots of nice, sort of useful items. Green Barrel can be used for crafting, so huzzah for that. But it can also give you experience medals. Now what they do is they automatically level you up. Spectacles are an appraising item for free, but this will happen for as long as we equip the item. It also does get rather annoying when you walk everywhere and items do just appear. Anyway, back into Kurik. And we acquired another ruby and 5 full. So yeah, I don't know whether I'm going to keep that equipped. I probably won't, but that's how you get it, and it is one of the best items in this game. For 40,000 and a lot of effort at the start, because she only appears there then, under those circumstances, so you have to prepare for it ahead of time. Still, let's go here and see if there's any more skill. Oh, no, don't want advice on skills, I want to buy skills. Combat 1. So, now that we have the Combat 1 skill set, you will now notice we have these. Power Burst randomly increases attack power, Kichong randomly increases defense power, randomly increases spell damage, and Guard Break ignores defense when attacking. We're just going to take level 1 in Power Break for now, and I have no other skills going off there. But now we have some useful combat skills, and also this seems to be flickering in and out for some reason. I don't know how well this recording is going to end up. Amulet of Anti-Venom. A fountain pen, so we can make some compositions, some iron, and an anklet. I should really do some equipment, shouldn't I? So you got Ring of Sadness and the Mystical Doll. You have a 5% of protection from all attacks, and that. 1 defense. It's not really that good, actually. We had a silver one, which raise spell damage inflicted by the wearer. So, that'll increase Celine's spell damage, and that's definitely worth having. I don't know how much it'll increase it by, but any increase is good. Daze Bomb, Sapphire. I'll tell you what. It is in the game. It is something I use a lot to get loads of useful items, but I don't know. Anyway. Let's just go and talk to the captain.
You getting on? I'll need to see a permit, please.
You mean this?
Somebody stole my drink. I'm not very happy.
Well, I'll be damned. You actually got a real travel permit.
Well, yeah. We got it from the king.
Wow, I would have never guessed from the way you look.
Darn futuristic space jumpsuits.
So when is this ship departing?
We'll be shoving off whenever they finish loading the cargo.
Oh, not too long then.
I can't be too sure of that. Tell you what, we'll wait up for you, so why don't you come back later? You know, poke around town a bit.
Very well, we shall poke around town and do pointless side questy things.
Okay.
I'm sure nothing will go wrong from us not leaving town right now.
Well, we've got some time. How about we have a seat on that bench?
Sounds good to me.
Ow!
The mighty Claude beaten by a kid.
He just came out of nowhere. Are you all right, Claude?
Yeah, I'm fine. That was really rude of him. He could have at least apologized. Huh?
What's wrong, Claude?
Hey! My wallet's missing!
That thief! I mean, of course, we were being a worse thief
What?
for quite a long time before this happened, but that darn thief! We'll have to get him for that.
Are you serious?
That kid must have stolen it.
If that kid was behind it, we will definitely need to teach him a lesson.
We need to find that kid first. What did he look like again?
Small blue hair.
He was pretty small, and I think he had blue hair.
That sounds about right to me.
All right, let's have a look around town.
Let's go get him! But in order to get him, you have to talk to the other kids first. There we go. Actually, you might not need to talk to him first, anyway. Oh well. Doesn't matter. Next time, we will search out the elusive thief. And we will get our money back. And I'll probably try and steal some more things. So, until then,